There we go. It's working. But I'm going to adjust this just for a second. How you doing, folks? I am Brian. You are Chords and Notes Nation. We are back for another song reaction. Today we are going to start with the first track off of Genesis's. Man, this may be a little crooked for you guys. Looks a little crooked for me. I thought I had it right. Anyways, off of the third album from Genesis called Nursery Crime. And for those of you who are kind of new to the whole Genesis thing that I'm doing here, I have, and it's taken time, I know, I have been doing sort of a discography track by track reaction, kind of diving into their music, but I haven't done it one after another. If you go back into the Wayback Machine, if you go into the playlists and the song that I have on this, or the reactions videos that I have on this channel, you'll see that I've been kind of dabbling with this a little bit. In fact, I'm sort of with a bunch of different bands, and it's just kind of the way, that's my mind. It's the way I am, you know? Maybe it's a... Yeah, I won't even get into it. Never mind. Hey, this is raw, honest, and unedited, as always, okay? So, before I get into the background here and then get into the song, which is like a 10-minute long song, you're new to the channel, check out playlists, whatever I have here on YouTube. Look at the description box below this video. You're going to find more information about other places that you can find Chords and Notes Nation, and other places that you can follow me if you choose to. There are pathways to getting your song requests reacted to. I know people are still dropping in the comments, hey, react to this, react to that, and I would love to, and I'm going to straighten this out right now and in every video that I have to. I work two jobs. It takes up a lot of my time, but I do make time for doing this. If I have you join Chords and Notes Nation at patreon.com and you become a recurring member, you'll get recurring, not recurring, but you'll get as many requests as you want, and I will do them. Absolutely, I will. In fact, I think what I'm going to start doing is making sure that there's going to be some songs that you're only going to be able to, the reactions that you're only going to be able to get there. For the most part, I've been kind of putting them up in both places and trying to get people to take a look at Patreon, my Patreon page, because I've got so much more than just song reactions there. And so I invite you to go there. I invite you to become a member, and I invite you to help build that community, because it's not just about me, it's about you guys as well. And I have such a really good, strong core. You guys are truly awesome, okay? Really, you truly are. And I would like to see this grow, and you're a part of that. Now, if that's not up your alley, but you still want me to take a look at something, to react to something, there is another pathway, and that's PayPal. Go to PayPal. There's no minimum. I mean, if you want to drop me a penny, go ahead, but it's kind of not worth your time, right? But you can just donate to the channel, put in the notes section what it is that you want, if you have a link or, whatever the case may be, and I'll get on that right away too. Otherwise, I'm kind of just doing whatever I want to do at this point, because it works with my schedule. All right, but if you want me to do what you want, those are the two ways. Does that make sense? Is that acceptable to you guys? It's acceptable to me. Of course it would be. But it also goes to help me build a better channel and get better equipment and that sort of thing. So, that being said, Nursery Crime, so when I'm looking at it a little bit here, this is from 1971. And this is the first one. It says here to feature Phil Collins and Steve Hackett. Now, a lot of you have told me about Steve Hackett. What a great guitarist he is. So now I get to start to hear that. Now the first two albums, from Genesis to Revelation and Trespass, I believe those were the first two albums. Correct me if I'm wrong. Those were interesting. The very, very, very first one, a lot of you didn't want me to do, but I did it because I understand they were like 16, 17 years old, and they were kind of, their producer had to add strings and whatnot to kind of give it a little bit more life. But it's so important to see this progression from infants in music to where they wound up being. And of course, here's a band where you do have members exiting and entering. And when you have different members that bring different skills and abilities, and it changes the dynamic of the band, and it's interesting to hear this stuff. And I do like their first two albums. I think it was very appropriate for me to go and listen to. And here we have the third album. It looks like it's the shortest album, or at least they say it is. And the first song, The Musical Box, I'm not going to get into it. You guys know what it's about. I've read what it's about, but I just want to hear it. I'm right now I'm about the music, and the lyrics aren't, usually I love diving into lyrics, but tonight it's just about the music. Okay? So let's do this. I'm going to bring it up. And hopefully I'm not having too many issues with the buffering like I have on some of the other songs that I've done recently. Reactions. Right now there is. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Good. Let's go. That was nice. Nice little texture. Play me my song. Here it comes again. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. It is Peter Gabriel who does the flute, right? Who plays the flute? Time left to live out my life. forgive me for stopping it. I just thought some of you may, I don't know if you're going to hear the music as well as I'm hearing it. There's a reason for that. I live in an apartment building. It's nighttime. It's not too late, but it is getting a little later. And I don't want to disturb the neighbors. But trust me, I can hear this perfectly fine.
Play me my song.
I like that.
Play me my song.
Hey, Steve Atkins, right? You can already tell that the guitar's more of a force. That was cool.
So he called for his pipe, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers three.
Yeah.
Tick tock on the mantelpiece, and I want, and I feel, and I know.
They're using a lot more dynamics in this. And they're creating a lot of different textures with different instruments. Hey, I only guessed that they were going to stop there.
She's a lady, she's got time. Brush back your hair and let me get to know your face. She's a lady, she is mine. Oh, brush back your hair and let me get to know your flesh. I've been waiting here for so long, and all this time that passed me by, it doesn't seem to matter now. You stand there with your fixed expression, casting doubt on all I have to say. Why don't you touch me? Touch me. Why don't you touch me? Touch me. Touch me now, 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 now.
Very cool. I got to keep this short because it may take forever to upload this, which is part and parcel why I was kind of commenting during the music. You guys realize I typically don't do that, but there are times when it's necessary. So, for those of you who thought you would skip to the end and just see what I have to say, you're gonna have to listen to the song to hear all of it. However, I will summarize it this way. I really like the use of dynamics. I really like the use of textures that they're putting in there with different instruments. There were certain accentuated musical parts that really caught my ear. Steve Hackett already has made his presence known, and I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy really getting to know him as a guitar player. And much more in the front, much more aggressive, much more bold sound that way. Phil Collins, we'll see. We will see. I know so many people talk about him being like this amazing drummer, and honestly, the only thing that I can say is like the most iconic is that drum part in the air tonight, which is he is most well known for. But guys, that's going to be a tough ride for you to sell me on, because my absolute pinnacle when it comes to drums is Neil Peart, and I'm sorry, who, as far as structure and composition and textures and dynamics and spot on every single time. Tell me who comes close to that. Tell me. Come on, folks. But I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give him a listen. All right? So here we go. This is the introduction song into this album, and we're going to continue this ride. God bless you. Joshua 1-9. Keep it in your heart. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.